Life on habitable Mercury. The pressure on habitable Mercury is low, but enough for life to thrive. Advanced human-like life on habitable Mercury would be really rare, but other life could survive on habitable Mercury, mostly the poles, with hibernation during the summer and winter. Weather on habitable Mercury. Oceans would be made of water in the sweet spot seasons, spring and fall, when the sun's sunlight time is not too much or not enough. In the harsh seasons, summer, water would evaporate and remain in the atmosphere, great for bacteria in atmosphere, and rain down in winter. Steam geysers would erupt frequently, strong dust hurricanes, and firestorms. Oceans in the summer would be made of the only liquids that can stay liquid form in the extreme heat of the summer. Volcanoes would erupt, making it colder by releasing clouds of ash, making a temporary winter. Once the volcanic winter ends, there would be a couple of days where there is a decent temperature. Vegetation in habitable Mercury. Vegetation would take extremely long to grow, slowly building up their structure while surviving the heat. Decades would pass, each time growing a new layer of defense when the plant is healthy enough to expand. With not many predators, they would not need to worry much about being eaten. The plants would be like cat's-eye-like, storing huge amounts of water in the winter to prepare for summer. They would always wait until they are real healthy to grow or reproduce asexually, since there are very few possible pollinators. Plants would thrive better in the poles than the normal day regions because of the slower change of sunlight, but plants outside of the polar regions would need to make fast changes every day, and would have to grow in safer areas where there is shade, but still enough sunlight being reflected to them by nearby objects. Animals in habitable Mercury. Animals would either have to have strong shells to survive the deadly natural disasters in temperature, or be extremely fast, nocturnal animals able to find shelter like shadows, or migrate to the poles to live in the eternal sunset or sunrise, or maybe even the 44-day nights, since the atmosphere traps in heat, making the night more warm. Animals in water would have to do the same as marine plants and move to new water every time the water in air ocean boil, leaving liquids that are only suitable for bacteria to live in. Animals in habitable Mercury would need to carry heavy armor against the sun and cold, so more bulky animals would be living here than migrating animals. Axial tilt, day cycle, biomes, and seasons. The most survivable time on habitable Mercury is the sunset and sunrise. In the days when some areas get all sunrise or sunset for the wild day because of the planet's axis, summer would be the most avoided time by life. Then on second is winter, which will not kill you like the summer, but be the coldest time. The atmosphere would average the temperature a little, enough so that nights are not too cold to kill you. There is also ice in the poles, showing that the axial tilt is enough to create an icy region on habitable Mercury. Deserts would be most likely in the equatorial region. The moon, Hermes, would give plant life light through reflecting sunlight. Auroras would be way more stronger here by being much closer to the sun, and having a weaker but strong enough magnetic field.